Hello friends, welcome to this playthrough of Fire Emblem. I believe this is Fire Emblem Blazing Blade, but I always get them confused because they're called, as per usual with Nintendo in this area, they're called different things. This was released on the Game Boy Advance as Fire Emblem. It is the story of Hector, Eliwood, and Lyn. Speaking of that, we will be playing as Lyn to start. We'll do her chapters, then we'll play through Eliwood's chapters, and then we'll play through Hector's chapters. I wanted to play everything, and we can't play Hector's chapters until we do Eliwood's chapters on a save. And as you'll notice, this is a clean version of this game, no saves. Hector and Eliwood similar, however, enemies are different. Hector has 6 new maps. If you play hard mode, Hector hard mode is considered the hardest play of the game. I'm not even sure we can play hard mode yet. We'll figure it out. Let us get into Chapter 1. We're a tactician. Set our name, birth, month, and gender. Let's see how easy this is to work with. We are I bet it won't let us do the whole thing. We are Bar. Our birth month is... I'm just rolling my finger around this D-pad. August. I don't think it matters at all. Month of the tactician's birth. Tactician's gender. Are these the settings we wish to use? Yes. Prologue. A girl from the plains. We'll adjust the settings when we get a chance. It's Lyn. Lyn's adorable. She's a sword fighter. If you've ever played Fire Emblem Heroes, I think is the game. She's an She has an archer that's great. There's bandits. Bandits in a Fire Emblem prologue? I never. I'm a strategist. I can't use a weapon. I'm just gonna sit back and do nothing. Lyn is the blue unit. I am green. I'm a green unit. I will only appear during special events. My job is to move the cursor. Oh boy. What have we got? A bandit. He's a brigand. He's got an axe. We've got Bada. He's a brigand. He's got an axe. Lyn's got a sword. We're not going to do anything nutty in this playthrough to juice or anti-juice our tactician score because I don't care about it. Oh no, the bandit spotted me. He's coming this way. Options, animation, fast is what I would like. Without backgrounds, with backgrounds. Let's show with backgrounds. Game speed fast, text speed max. I like the green. No, I don't. Oh boy, that's horrible. There we go. Here's our fun combat preview screen. You see the HP of each character, the attack of each character, the defense of each character. We have 10 attack, the bandit has 3 defense, we'll do 7 damage. The bandit has 12 attack, we have 2 defense because we're Lyn. They will do 10 damage, however we will hit 100% of the time, they won't. We also have a chance to crit. Our effective attack speed is also giving us 2 hits per swing. Can't back out of that either. I tried. Now the enemy's going to try to hit us, and he will. So now I assume we will learn how to use a vulnerary. There's a bandit by the Gur. It's a type of round hut. Let's learn how to use a vulnerary. We drink it up and heal 10. We'll use a lot of vulneraries until we get a priest. Shows a little bit less info. So there is a chance that if we attack, we will die. What we can do is wait for the enemy to attack us. However, I think everything in here is scripted. To a point. There is also the chance we might just die. But we don't, because it's a prologue, and it's scripted. And then crits, and Bada dies. Lyn already getting strength is a good thing. Lyn gains XP. She will level up. Over time, she will grow much stronger. Well, that's up for debate. Am I awake yet? I suppose I am now because I am listening to you talk. Miss Tragic backstory. Poor Lyn, she just wants some friends. We are a very silent protagonist, and are only going to be referenced as living by a couple people every now and then. But that was Chapter 0. So let's check out Chapter 1. Here's the map. If you can see what's going on with it, good for you, because I certainly can't. It looks like a very bright blob of nonsense with the little mountains. Chapter 1, Footsteps of Fate. This is Bolgar, the biggest city in Sakai. Lynn is not fond of being hit on. And Sane and Kent are green and red cavaliers for Fire Emblem, whatever number this is. Hello, random bandit. And then there were bandits. You there, that is directed at us. Oh. The prologue is, it's a thing. Here's Sane and Kent. They look very similar outside of their portrait. Sane is ridiculous. Also, these are still scripted, I'm pretty sure. Anytime it tells you to do something, this is to tell you about the weapon triangle. Weapon triangle. Sword beats axe. Axe beats lance. Lance beats sword. Arrows beat flyers. Everything beats arrows. The game will tell you this. In some games, there's also a magic weapon triangle. That might be a thing here. I forget. Welcome to Kent and Sane. They start out not so great. However, they will get less not so great as we go. And yes, Lynn is doing significantly more damage than either of them right now. Our goal is to not get our idiots killed. Of Kent and Sane, one of them tends to be, well, of the Cavaliers as a whole, one tends to be stronger and one tends to be faster. This game will tell you about the evasion bonuses of standing on terrain. Can't manage to show up sane once again. Lynn telling me where she's going to move to because she's playing this game and not me. Oh dear. This is just ridiculous. Okay, we traded a vulnerary. Now we're gonna use it. Because apparently 6 damage was just way too many damage. Horses thankfully have Canto. Which lets them move after they take an action. If they have movement left. Bandit goes after Sane. Sane finally gets a hit and gets some XP. If you were going for a tactician rank, you want to get as much XP per chapter as possible, which means not over-leveling characters. Spreading the XP out as much as you can. One day these guys will be able to double, and it'll be great. We move forward. Turns will automatically end once all our guys have moved. At least for now. See if Kent can get some speed. He can. No HP. That's an interesting level. And remove everyone forward. Bandit should attack Lynn. And miss. And Lynn will hit back. Will that Sane grab this kill? Strength, speed, def res. No skill, no luck. That's sort of fitting. Whoever gets strength and defense won't get the other two. Out of the cabs, usually. Turns out Lynn does actually have a family. Well, Lindis now has a contract out on her head. Blink 400 times if you're in trouble. Well, I'm trying to end this chapter, but we'll get back around to this next time. Until then, y'all have a good one. I'll see you then.